Hey!
Hey, everybody. So,
are we just going to dive right into this?
Yeah, this one's pretty long.
So
Hit it. We'll have
right.
a lot of time, too.
You usually, clap or something to indicate it. Are you going to give me a clap?
On. And... So, this one is going to be pretty quiet because we were having a lot of sound issues. And you can hear them right now.
Yeah. That's all right. Was it, windy this day or something?
No, I mean, that's just the sound. So, it's a real bummer, too, because the lady, our tour guide, was walking around, telling stuff about the whole area.
Yeah, giving a tour.
And so I just had to, silence.
Silencio.
But it's a really cool area.
And it was a gorgeous day. It's super... this was one of our most fun days just because it was different. We were a little bit outside of Rome this day. We saw some stuff that we didn't see in Rome. It was just really striking.
This was personally my favorite day.
Yeah.
And where are we at right now?
Tivoli.
So we're here with the tour group. We got on a bus and we headed outside of town. It was King Herod's palace. Is it Herod?
I think so. That you remember more than I did because I do remember that it was an emperor's this is my countryside retreat, but I didn't remember which guy it was.
Maybe I'm thinking of the Bible, but his name definitely started with an H.
Sure.
The Bible.
The Bible.
I don't remember if it was hot or not this day.
No, I thought it was pretty nice.
But
it was a good day to be outdoors all day, which we were.
Mm-hmm. Did a lot of walking.
I like that about vacation though, because you usually indulge on vacation, but it feels a little bit better when you're wow, but I walked 20,000 steps today.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm also I kind of just want to be a huge fat whale on vacation and just all I did was eat caviar and lounge around.
Live like the
King
emperors really did. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, there was a lot of turtles in this lake.
And fish too.
I do remember the fish, but I do remember the turtles. I don't remember the fish. Hopefully we can get a picture of the turtles.
The cool thing is that this pool was created in the BC era. It's just this whole garden has just been here for that long. Yeah. Just thousands of years.
Oh, that's a fish or a turtle? Something.
Oh, it's a turtle. I just heard you say turtle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a turtle.
So this is what it looked like when it was in its glory or grandiosity. Mm-hmm. Is that a word?
For the sake of this podcast, it can be.
So in here she is. She's then this and that and hand gestures. And if you look over here, ba 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 ba.
But it is super cool. It was massive and it was
huge.
Yeah, it's just cool that all that stuff. I mean, not all that stuff was still there. Hadrian's. Look, it's right there.
Hadrian's. There you go.
Villa. It's his villa. So it was his country retreat.
Estate.
Yeah. He's I'm sick of the hustle and bustle of Rome. I want to get out to the country.
Who's King Herod?
I don't know.
Is that Greek mythology?
Maybe, because it sounds familiar. See, you did wear the sticker this day.
I did. Well, because I wanted to be included. The kids were very mean to me when I didn't wear the sticker.
In Venice?
Mm-hmm. Those Venetian children.
Plus, this lady was really nice.
She was very nice. Boom. Restored 1988.
You're so excited about that because that was the year that you were born.
Yes.
So you're I'm as old as this restoration of this wall.
Did they dig it up or dig into it?
I don't know.
Because you can see they mark where they were. I don't know if they were digging down or not.
I thought it was they applied more concrete and stuff to keep it together.
Oh, really? Was that what it was?
I don't know, but I thought it was something that would be restoring it,
I didn't cut anything out of this. Because this day I wanted you to know what it was really like.
Just walking around in this area.
Like later on, spoiler alert, this is what we call a teaser in the business. Uh-huh. It's a lot of subway action.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Ooh, there are those fountains that are in Rome that I was drinking water out of.
Yeah.
But this is like his personal chambers coming up.
Like where he...
Was
like
chilling.
his bedroom, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cecilia's making her podcast debut. Mm-hmm. It's okay, sweetie.
She's just making some noises. I don't think she's fussy.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
So this is his like personal quarters with a little moat around it, which is actually pretty super sweet.
Yeah, it was cool. And next time I build a house, we got to make sure there's a moat around our bedroom.
We do have to do that. With turtles. There's a turtle. Some grody ass water.
Yeah, I was going to say that water looks super nasty. It looks like it's like radioactive sludge.
Probably a lot of algae.
See, there's the fish.
And he would just apparently reach out his window and grab a fish and turtle for breakfast and lunch.
Yummy. Didn't, like, okay, I might be misremembering this, but didn't he have, like, alligators in this water?
I'm sure he did. And electric eels.
Yeah, something that was, like, dangerous.
No, I don't remember that at all. I think you made that up.
No, I think he did. I don't know. Maybe I did make it up.
I feel like alligators are really good at getting out of the water and walking around. Or
Yeah.
those crocodiles.
I don't know. I think they're both amphibious. I think it has more to do with the hemisphere that they live on.
They're not amphibians, they're reptiles.
But I mean amphibious as a descriptor of being both in the land and the sea or water.
Hippopotamuses are the same way.
Yeah.
They sweat red sweat. Did you know that?
Red sweat?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it red?
I don't know. It's one of the great mysteries of
Well, I'm sure it has
world.
to do with its chemical composition or something.
No, it doesn't at all.
Not even a little bit.
Identically similar to human sweat.
Yeah.
I always like to when we're in a tour group, to like jet away from everybody else to get the best picture before everyone starts milling around.
Yeah.
Everyone always just takes a picture where they're standing. That's a fool's move. I'm always like, hey, let's run over here real quick.
It is also, we were fortunate because it was early in the morning, I guess, that there weren't like other tour groups there. Like it was really just our tour group. So we weren't getting like, I think it's probably rare to get these shots where there's not a bunch of people in them. You know?
Yeah. They were doing a lot of restoration. A lot of it was closed.
That's true. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. This guy right here with the red shirt. I think he was really into Donald Trump, I remember.
Yeah, and we kept being like, oh, we want to smash his little coconut head.
Yeah.
So, we're getting close to the baths. I don't know if we're here yet, though.
Baths, huh?
Yeah.
So all these hooks, like holes in the walls, apparently held hooks, and then they would put big slabs of marble, so it looked a lot different. Really nice. Super classy. This is where they race their horses?
I don't remember.
Probably not. But it was class all the way.
Super classy.
I don't know what that was. Oh, also you could see this guy right here. Even if the camera wasn't being super shitty, this guy was weed whacking. It was the day that they were trimming everything up. So it's like in the background you can hear the
like,
terrible sound, but also weed whacking.
Yeah. Sweet. So it must have been just a real awesome
It was great.
symphony of sounds.
Acoustically, it couldn't have been better.
It does like make you think though, like, oh yeah, somebody has to be like maintaining the foliage.
I just imagine somebody who's got like a weed whacker and just hitting these 1,000-year-old rocks, like chipping them away. Like,
oops.
yeah, uh-oh, my bad. There's us doing our wacky bits. You didn't really take a lot of pictures. Think that guy's from the United States?
Maybe just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Cecilia.
Hey, girlfriend.
Calm down. You need to be calm for 1 hour and 15 more minutes. So here we're in the baths.
That's the baths. Yeah. I was like, we're getting close. And it had something to do with, like, the east side versus the west. Remember?
Where the sun was coming in that way or something to warm them up.
Yeah.
Apparently they had 3 different pools. The tepid,
Yeah.
the temperates, and the cold. It was like hot, cold in the middle.
Yeah. So pick the temperature you desire.
They would, like, go from one to the other. And it was supposed to, like, exorcise the demons or something. Some wacky shit, they believed.
Roman stuff.
Yeah. It helped your sandals fit better, I think, is what they said.
Your toga wasn't as tight.
Mm-hmm.
Did Romans wear togas?
I don't know.
I think
Tunics.
it's more of a Greek thing.
I think it's a tunic culture for sure.
Yeah.
But I just kept thinking, when this falls, which it probably will, it's just going to collapse on somebody's head.
Not us, though.
Nope.
Spoiler alert, we made it out alive. I loved all the wildflowers here.
Or did we?
They were like a lot of poppies. Made me think of World War One.
Oh, yeah. You gotta think of World War One.
Sorry, I'm in no way keeping up with you.
You don't have to. We've got an hour and a half to kill.
Yeah, that's kind of a little bit why, because I'm like, I'm not going to drink very much, so.
So here is the coolest part.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely the highlight of Tivoli.
This is actually the end. This was the thing we wrapped it up with and then jumped back on the bus. I don't know what it is.
It's
A reflecting pool.
Yeah, it was a pool.
Look at this bozo.
This is like that guy was like the cover picture of the tour that we took, that we signed up for.
You took a picture of it.
Yeah.
I put it somewhere further back because I tried not to watch these videos as much as possible. So it would be like...
fresh in your brain.
Yeah.
This was really cool.
I didn't know whether it was better to like just cut all the audio out or try and like zigzag it. Yeah, there you go.
Man, you know what bothers me about watching this is I'm like, there are so many facts that I just am on the verge of remembering. You know? I'm like, oh man, there was something about the guys. Like maybe there's like 100, like way more of those statues or something. I remember.
Yeah, it's a bunch of history.
Yeah, stuff about this.
We can't do everything for you. Ooh, here's your dance. Robot. Charleston.
You told me to do the Charleston, I think, and I was like, I don't even know how to do the Charleston.
Good picture?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Do you want me to hold her?
Somebody's getting cranky.
Cranky
And it's me.
Cece. Cranky Cece.
Do you want me to get the boppy?
Oh, yeah, man. If we could have the boppy, that would be lit.
All right, I'll be back. Make with the yakety yak.
Yakety, yakety, yak. What do you think, Cecilia? Do you remember this? Oh. she said this is not her favorite day. Yeah. But yeah, see, there was a lot. They were like muses or something like that. What those statues were. But I can't remember the fact about it. Sorry. Thanks, babe. And then.
So this was like an amphitheater or something?
Yeah, I know. I was like trying to remember. It had something to do with the pool. But I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know now, but it does look cool, right, guys?
It's pretty sweet. So HD. It's like I'm there.
I know.
It's like I've been there before.
I have been there before. It's like a back. It's
Did
like I went back in time.
Did you go here the first time you went to?
No. These were new trips for me. I never went to Venice before, and I also never went here. Some of the stuff, like a lot of the stuff that we did on this trip was totally new to me.
Really?
The only stuff that like I had done before was stuff like the Colosseum and the Forum.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ancient Rome stuff. But like I said, there's a lot of things we did that were totally new.
I think I just threw out the shaving cream that I bought in Italy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was that little tiny
Yeah.
Barbasolo.
It smelled weird.
It did. I think I threw it out in the move. I always like keeping, like, grooming products from other countries.
Well, like, just toiletries in general, because you're like, oh, this is my Italian soap,
Mm-hmm.
and it always like smells weird, or like the label's funny, you know.
That shaving cream did smell super funky.
Uh-huh.
I think it worked really well, though.
Here's a tip for anybody who's going to Europe: buy your ibuprofen there.
Is it just lights
It's
out?
so much better. I don't know what it is or if it's psychosomatic, but I even save my like French ibuprofen for like when I have a real bad headache. I'm like,
And it's 5 years old.
I gotta get the ibuprofen from France.
Are they like Zutolo? Is that what it says for when your day is
Yeah.
Zutolo?
And then I got some from Spain, and it was ay ay ay.
And then the stuff from Germany was perfectly adequate.
Yeah, they were like, when you are not at your 100% efficiency.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to play some music underneath this.
I think that would be good. Oh yeah, I said we should do some Vivaldi.
Vivaldi it is, and you'll probably notice Vivaldi here. I'll put it in later.
Right now.
Now. Antonio Vivaldi.
I love Vivaldi. Whenever I was studying in college or something like that, and I just didn't want dead silence, I can't do like music while I'm studying, or I'll just listen to / sing the music.
Mm-hmm.
I would always put Vivaldi on, because that I can just have on in the background.
Then we're back on the tour bus.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not now, but we're making our way that
But
way.
we're going there. I got something on my hand.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I enjoy about watching this video is seeing all the like signs in Italian again.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't really look like we're in Italy until you see signs or whatever. It's just like we're on a tour bus.
Yeah, or like, oh, you guys went somewhere interesting, but it could be very well be the States, you know.
Mm-hmm. See, I could have easily cut all this out. Didn't.
But
I wanted you to feel like you're on the trip with us.
I do like that because I feel like
Oh, we are. Pretty much. Look how distraught you were.
I'm like, oh no, I don't want to take anyone's seats.
So
I hate when people take my seat.
this was from Tivoli to... There's like a little town you go through.
Oh yeah.
And then we go to that other place.
What was the other place?
I don't know. But it was pretty cool.
Yeah, this you get a little bit more of like countryside Rome. It's not super countryside-ish. It's just like outside the city.
You know what Italy reminded me of? Like a video game, because all the buildings were exactly the same and they were the exact same color. And it was just like, here's a different town. And I'm like, if you drop me off in the middle of Italy, I would be like, I have no idea where I am. Not that I
Yeah.
would anyway, but I'm just like, every town looks exactly the same. They're all
There's
just
nothing really
concrete buildings.
distinct
Yeah.
About it, yeah.
There's nothing distinct about Italy, you know?
Beautiful day though.
Beautiful, lovely day. Enough clouds to make it look nice.
Picturesque.
Get yourself something real nice.
I do like, again, I know that we've gone over this, but just being able to see the diversity of the foliage is fun too.
Oh yeah, that is nice. Here we are making our way up the Montonia. So wherever we went, whatever it was called, it was on top of a mountain, like overlooking. I think is that Rome down there?
I think so.
It
Doesn't
was.
look like it though.
It was like 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
via bus.
We were pretty outside of Rome. Man, it's going to drive me nuts. We'll see a sign that says what that area is called.
I edited every sign out.
You just blurred it.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, trademarks can't be.
Yeah. I don't want to get in any legal trouble from the Pope. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We were in. It would hurt
The town to hear it. Looks really like Payson. All of the Mediterranean looks like Payson to me.
Or like
Prescott.
Prescott. Well, what's that town? Like Cottonwood, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is like Cottonwood.
Yeah. So it's just like halfway between Phoenix and Flagstaff. So
Save yourself the trip. Go to Cottonwood.
Yeah. All they need to do is throw some ruins there and it'd pretty much be the same.
Although there is, like you said, a lot more biodiversity, like different trees and stuff. That was cool.
Yeah.
Just keeps going.
Yeah. We're just on a trip right now.
I'm on the bus looking out the window.
Sometimes, like, my eyes, it's hard for me to track it. I'm like, ugh.
It's hard when it's looking straight out, like up against a building. It has to be at an angle.
Yeah.
Which, obviously, I learned after this. Here we are getting off the bus.
You can tell it's humid on days where I curl my hair and then it's essentially straight by midday.
It's funny because we're alternating the backpack every other day. So, like, on one day, I'm carrying the backpack. Next day, you're carrying the backpack.
I thought we did more of, like, hours. I thought it was like, hey, I've had it since noon. You take it now.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
But
also, towards the end, you're just like, oh, my back.
Oh, my God. My back hurts so bad.
Yeah. So then I had to carry that backpack and stink it up.
I really think that I might have something wrong with my back. Because even just holding Cecilia, I'm like, ah.
I slouch, so it's hard for me to tell because my back always hurts, which is talking about backs, very fun for this commentary.
Good
Yeah.
talk here. I think this is close to where we had lunch at this restaurant.
We did.
I remember looking out at that weirdo.
Like if you're looking backwards.
Yeah.
Over my shoulder. Rustica. And was it good? Do we remember?
I don't.
You know what I noticed? We have almost no photos or video of any meals.
I took a couple of meals, but you know why? It's because I didn't want to be one of those girls that's like, I'm going to take a picture.
I wish you would have now.
Yeah, I know, I do too. Like, on vacation, it's different.
Yeah.
I had pictures of some of the pizzas we had, some of the, like, the pasta, like, when we did our date night in Rome, across from, like, the Trevi Fountain, I took a picture of that. It was, like, special meals I take.
But I would have to say, out of the whole 2 weeks, there are probably 10 pictures, or probably closer to 5.
We had a lot of meals.
Yeah, we did.
I know, and I like taking pictures of stuff like that because even though it seems like kind of annoying at the time, when you look back, you could look and see, like, this is the kind of food I ate on that vacation, and it is a memory in and of itself.
Oh, let me save you some time. Pasta. Pizza.
It was a lot of pasta, a lot of pizza.
Keep your eyes peeled for a sign. It was good.
It was over here, the
was
sign. Like, right over your shoulder.
Mm.
Oh.
This is, we got there early or something, right? And so we were walking
our
around.
passes were for a certain window of time. So she told us stuff right there, and then she told us to go have lunch and meet her back at a certain time so that we could go in.
Mm.
So we got to walk around this kind of neat town because it was very Italian. It was kind of that intermediate between being a city and being like a country, you know?
Yeah, lots of stuff's in between city and country.
Well, no, I just mean like it's not like.
Oh, I thought you meant like a country.
No. I meant like
rural.
the country. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily rural. It wasn't necessarily like city-esque. It was very much so in between.
This is a town where you can fall in love if we hadn't already been in love with each other.
Right. Well, we did fall even more in love.
Oh, yeah, we did. I forgot about that.
If that's even possible.
That guy looks like Stax behind you.
A little bit, yeah. He's got his style.
Mm-hmm. Remember, we were like looking at every menu and you were just like, too expensive. Like I could see you going like, did you see your lips?
Yeah.
You said expensive.
I don't know why I'm the cheapest person.
You are so cheap. Probably because we were terrified that we didn't get paid on time, so we couldn't afford the rest of our vacation.
We had to be able to see. Look at the prices here.
Well, these were the restaurants that she suggested, and we ended up like eating by the bus terminal because it was like $4 per meal cheaper, €4 cheaper.
I know. Well, when you're there for 2 weeks, and you're eating out for every single meal, you gotta start to budget a little bit.
And honestly, it's not every place has the best food.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's all good, but it's not like...
It's not like I needed a 5-star restaurant to go to lunch that day, Mm-hmm. We went to some nice places when it was like an evening. We're in Rome, like we did a couple of nice restaurants, but we didn't do like every single meal.
Plus, with the amount of walking we're doing, you need your most calories that you can get.
More pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I always wonder too, I'm like, do you think like Romans eat pizza? Or they're like, ugh. But they would have to, because literally every place had the same menu.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like pasta or pizza. And I was like, pasta, I guess? I got pizza for the last meal. I might as well just switch off.
Almost no vegetables.
Yeah. Most places we go have like a very distinct lack of vegetables.
Here's like a castle.
We eat a lot of vegetables too.
But when you think about it,
Even
it's
compared
like...
to like most Americans too.
There's no vegetables. You have to order vegetables, and it's just like vegetables in oil with cheese. And I'm like, no, I just want some vegetables. But I guess that's same here.
Yeah, it's not like when you go out to dinner here, you're going to get a lot of vegetables.
Again, we'd have more reference if we had more pictures of food. Send your pictures of food to us.
We did
P.O.
a lot
Box.
of like vegetables in the apartment.
Yes, we did eat a lot of
Like
vegetables.
salads and stuff.
We made friends with this guy. No, we didn't.
We did not.
He had places to go.
He had
you
places
could tell.
to go in a big way.
You can never look cool
Here we
walking
go.
downhill.
Man, we didn't get a sign of what this place was called.
Mm-mm.
But this is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I was like, let's take a picture because I'm starting to believe I can't really get a still from this video. The jig was up by then.
Is that when the jig was up?
Mm-hmm. No more jigging.
I've had enough of frescoes at this point. We get it. You
These were
painted
some
a wall.
impressive ones, though. Yeah, but yeah, by the end of it, you're like, I get it. The ceiling has paintings on it.
Yes, it took them 5 years. Let's move on. I know a lot of Hollywood people too.
Uncle Leo. So this little girl was part of this family that was part of this tour. And they were nice kids, like good family. But we were just like, oh my God, who takes their family on vacation?
Millionaires.
Rome?
Millionaires.
Yeah, they had to have been bajillionaires.
Cecilia, you're never going to Rome on my dime.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Well, no, I want to take her when she graduates high school.
No. It's something she's going to have to yearn for and struggle and then go when she's almost 30.
So when we go, when you graduate high school, you can thank me for fighting for you.
Yeah.
She's going to be like, I don't really care. Whatever.
What's going to get her there? Fighting or scrimping and saving?
Well, that's what
or do you have a
do.
fund all set up for?
Let's put a couple of bucks in the Cecilia Goes
all
to
you.
Rome fund.
Which it should be the Jacqueline Presents Cecilia Goes to Rome. Because I will have no part of it.
Well, then it should be probably Mom Presents Cecilia going to Rome. I'm her mom.
Well, you're the one that's going to set up the foundation.
You know what we'll do? Cecilia and I will go to Rome.
Have fun.
Just the two of us.
Have fun. I'll have some peace and quiet in the house for once.
We also drink from this one. Yes. This
Oh, well,
fountain.
that's why we look so youthful.
This is the Fountain of Youth.
Look at this lady.
That mom looks like the girl who says, "You either."
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's all I could think the whole time.
That's
Don't
funny.
call me.
You either.
That was a lot more scary than it was sexy, the way you just said it. You either.
It was scary how sexy it was, I think is what you mean. I got a great picture of that pillar. Chin chin.
Nose.
Well, that's what the Chinese say. I learned that from a Chinaman.
Facial features twice. Eyes.
Hilarious. Your mom's hilarious.
That's a real mom joke, too.
It really is. This is pristine. They take great care of this.
Oh, yeah. You can tell they probably, like, trim the leaves on a daily basis with, like, a little... They're, like...
Laser, almost.
Yeah, that leave's a little...
There's one guy, like, moving his hands this way. No, Giuseppe, move in. Oh, too much. A fun fact. The one fact I do remember from this place, part of Jurassic Park was filmed here. That's more construction, if you can hear it in the background.
Have you listened to the audio? Like, can you hear it?
I haven't listened to the audio yet. It's almost... I don't want to step on it, but it's a bit like a maze.
It is a little like a maze.
It's fun because it wasn't like the guy who invented it, he wanted to get lost in this little area or something like that.
Oh, did he?
I think that's why he made it to, like... It was his reprieve from the outside world, and he would just go get lost with all these little trees and stuff like that. But I can't imagine how you would keep this pristine with no power tools. You had to have a million guys doing this.
Yeah, lots of guys.
I just cut the same bush every day.
I'm gonna... What's this? Go down. There you go.
That's it, Cecilia. You're really being cooperative right now.
Just because it's nap time.
Is it?
For her, it is.
Well, you did give her like 3 Benadryl.
Nap time, Cecilia.
Here's a big old fountain.
That was the fountain that we were just standing by. Up at the top.
Weird that the water doesn't go down. Probably because it erodes it.
Yeah, it may have originally been designed to do that, but they stopped because they didn't want it to erode the fountain. I don't know.
I haven't seen any of this video. See, look at all these bozos taking pictures. I'm over here getting another spot to look at the sky. And shoulders.
My shoulder, so... Good shoulders.
Good what?
Shoulders. And so this was so the last place we were at was like 200 years BC or whatever it was. Like,
yeah, this was a lot more recent.
This was a lot more like the Renaissance.
Yeah, it was
even
like
the 1800s, right?
Oh, they diverted a river to run through here, and that's why they have all this water. So they were growing all these plants.
Yeah.
And it was like a kick-ass duke who lived here and like really built this up.
Yeah, so this one...
And they gave him the town, right? Something like that?
Much more contemporary. They gave him the town?
Yeah, like first he was like a cardinal or something like that. And honestly, in old Italian, Tivoli means land where the weeds have been pulled. No, he was like a cardinal or something like that. And he did such a great job after they diverted the river, like setting this up. They gave him the town or something. Look into it.
Yeah.
Go to your local library. What do you need me to tell you everything for?
You got Google.
Yeah. I can't believe you don't remember that part.
I know, I don't really remember details.
Anything.
Yeah, I'm not a detail-oriented remembering.
Well, you have no need to remember this. Why would anyone remember this?
It's so cool while you're there. Like, that's what keeps you entertained while you're there. It's just like, it's like opening a bunch of Snapples with little factoids. But you don't remember that stuff later.
We should have done these closer to...
when we actually went.
This was super cool.
Yeah,
and there's a little boat.
My favorite little part. There's the Romulus and Remus on the wolf.
Oh, yeah.
She-wolf.
And they were suckling at her teats.
Wolf milk.
It gives you the vitamins babies crave.
Wolf pups crave.
Now all I can do is look at that woman in blue.
Think about that girl.
Yeah.
She looks just like her.
There were so many levels to this place, too. It was, like, really easy to get lost.
It was, and you're right. Like, there were a lot of levels. Every time you went down a level, there was always more descending to do.
This was cool. This was probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
With the little waterfall.
I like there was, like, a little town up there.
The grotto.
Mm-hmm. Like a little mini town, of course.
Do you think I went high enough to look at the clouds? Half the shot was cloud.
Yeah. That breeze was particularly nice.
I think a lot of people were pumped when it was raining. And it gets a little overcast right now.
Mm-hmm. You can tell the lighting is definitely changing.
It's because it's so HD.
Mm-hmm. I like that about this video, too. Like, you're really there. The clouds are coming.
I can almost smell the water in the air.
Mm.
Oh, shit. I should have watched the videos, because then I could have put in that selfie.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
That's a good selfie, too.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
I don't even think it's in here, because I remember looking at it and be like, man.
Oh.
I just spent so much time editing this shit.
And looking at all the selfies of us in Rome.
Yeah. This was my favorite part. This like big old wall with all the foliage.
Yeah,
and water.
I like that too. It makes you feel like you're in like a terrarium or something where there's just
they had little tadpoles or like little fish in there.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I wonder what they do when they get too big. You think they have a guy who just comes by and grabs them?
Maybe they have a cat.
But then they couldn't reproduce unless they're stocked. Or maybe they're just tiny fish.
Maybe they just do.
I think they probably just have a cat.
They come by and swipe up the old one. They can't swim as fast, so they're sacrificed to the cat.
They give the cat a little fishing pole and a pipe and a little hat.
I really like this area too because I think it was interesting to us as like ecologists. We're just like, this is like a living biome.
It really was.
And I liked all the like carving. These were like all dogs. The little carvings of
super creepy dogs with wide eyes.
And they were all different.
Here's some stairs. Didn't go down them.
I think we ended up walking up those stairs at the end, though.
A good memory.
It looks like you're the only one there.
I think I just waited. Or they just like turned us loose or something.
Yeah. There was a lot of time. Ooh, look at that lady.
Oh, I thought you meant the old lady. I was like, yeah, she's got some gnarly teeth.
No, I was just looking at that lion lady's titties.
You either. The woman is in every shot.
Well,
We gotta find her.
She was the mom in that like family group. So she was also probably a billionaire for taking her kids to Rome.
It's funny how they just let it get covered with moss. They're like, oh, what do you want me to do? Can't scrub everything.
Yeah, what's the point? I think, one, it would be a losing battle. Two, it's kind of adds to the aesthetic to me.
I mean, I agree, but also it would be cool if there wasn't any moss.
I suppose.
Suppose.
I feel like if there wasn't any moss, it would be like when you just plant a bush and it's all like scrawny and weird, and you're like, yeah, it'll fill in.
Don't you worry. There you are.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at the dad of the family.
I was looking at the dad, too.
All the eagles make me feel like...
Nazis.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember you guys were Nazi.
Sympathizers. They really beat the crap out of old Mussolini, though.
The Italians?
It did not end well for him. I can't wait to watch this years from now and be like, I can't believe people dress like that.
Yeah.
A shirt
Be
and
like,
pants?
look how young we look.
Mhm.
I'm watching it now and I'm like, I can't believe my hair was that long. I got a haircut shortly thereafter.
How bad did you just want to jump in that water?
Oh my gosh, especially because it was kind of warm.
It looks so inviting.
Yeah. This is where the Glockenspiel was supposed to play, right? And it just never did. This was the area.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not a Glockenspiel, is it?
Well, I don't know.
A Glockenspiel is just two pieces of wood.
No.
Yes.
The Glockenspiel, like, when I went to Munich, they have a Glockenspiel in the center of the town. And it's like a piano
I
thing.
am like 88% sure a Glockenspiel is two pieces of wood that you, like...
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think that's a Glockenspiel.
Glockenspiel I will put money on it.
It's like like a music box. It's a little mini Glockenspiel.
Well, this was supposed to be like a pipe organ. So
Yeah.
wrong.
But you know what I mean by like a music box, so you like wind it up and then it like hits all the notes.
I've seen scary movies.
Well, I just I think that's a mini Glockenspiel.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, Jurassic Park wasn't filmed here. You can't with a straight face.
Have a look to me. Just 1 second, okay? To know how to go then, if you want to go further. The first to the right, the first to the right. And you'll remember there is that man with the big headsets, okay? Because those stories are fantastic and they...
Do you think she like talks like that all the time?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I loved when the Italians like spoke English very like distinctly.
Precise.
Yes. So I can tell you how to go.
And then from there, when you go up, when you arrive to the exit, that is the entrance point that we have this video. At 3:20, everyone back over there. Okay.
They really didn't cut us loose for that long. They were like, okay, you got 15 minutes. And I was like, what? Here's the organ.
Oh, this is it. Yeah.
And they were supposed to, like, it played a song, but they were conserving its pipe organ playing ability.
No, it had something to do with like blocking off the river for some reason because of the rain, I think.
I thought they just didn't play it because it, like, they're like, yeah, it's 400 years old and it still plays.
No,
But it's not going to play for you today, Scrubs.
They play it like every day. It was just like some situation of the day where they weren't going to play it, and I think it did have to do with the rain. But she was like, YouTube it. And I don't think we ever
We
did.
never did, no.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll insert a video of it.
Just being on YouTube.
How do you think it would sound?
I think it would be like... It looks like it's a very Baroque area.
Look how big is it is compared to that woman.
It was massive and it was cool. It would have been even cooler to hear the friggin' music.
This was looking the opposite way from the pipe organ.
Yeah, the organ.
You want to get a picture?
I think here's where you get the sound back.
Building castles.
I mean, like, obviously we've heard sound, but
That was a good selfie.
yeah, good cut
From
too.
From the
Like me.
I bet it's pretty at night, like lit up.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have your wedding here.
Mm-hmm. I bet you that cost $8 million.
Yeah. 2 zillion. Oh, let's do this. You're gonna love this. Then we have to walk out. And then they'll get all right. And we'll be like, oh yeah, we're just talking like, what's up?
Huh? I like how many times we're like, okay, just pretend like we're talking, and we'll talk over it in our audio cast. But we
What
just
are we
sit
gonna
there.
say?
Well, and
Yeah.
we also are just like, let's just listen to us pretending that we're talking.
Oh, they're no
We got you, past selves. It's funny that, like, we make those faces and we look at each other. Never gets old for me. I'm like, yay, we're doing it again.
I like visiting these old timey places because in the last shot you could see that like the steps get all like,
Yeah.
worn down and grooved from people stepping on it. And you're like, wow, so many people have been here.
Oh, dude, this is.
Now I'm one of them.
See, I want to see it from the other side. With the Snapchat.
So the fountain wasn't even fully on.
We got ripped.
All right. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. We could take a Polaroid right there.
Okay.
Southernmost part of it. I think so.
Oh man, this gimbal is a lifesaver.
It's really gonna save this video.
It's. Do you want to go that way or this way? Let's go that way.
Okay.
I had to do a quick CC breathing check.
And she's still alive.
Breathing, yes. I very often put my little finger underneath her nose just to make sure she's still breathing.
I always look at her chest.
Get a good.
Yeah, but it's too subtle for me. I'm like, I need to feel the breath.
You need one of those like doctors things.
It would burn through the battery more though.
Yeah, but I don't have it on for more than like a few seconds at a time. You know. Little videos.
So this is like the actual garden part, which was nice too.
This is where they had more like
The
statues
sacrifices.
and stuff.
320.
Sacrifices.
Man, we
Oh,
really
boy.
didn't get that much time to ourselves.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
That's funny. You were just saying
I
that.
do too. But I feel like.
I could spend a lot longer in here.
Yeah. Ooh, that's cool.
Ooh,
It's quite different than the rest.
it is. Somebody's got a high-powered vacuum going on too. Can you hear that?
Do you wanna
In
go-
our,
Ooh, this is
like in real life right now?
Yeah. They had little tiny fish in this too. Weird that they had a bunch of potted plants. Like they were like, we gotta make it even fancier with
Hey.
these potted plants.
Wouldn't you want to make it even fancier?
I gotta make everything fancy.
You know what I have to do is bust out all of our Polaroids and like put them together.
We still haven't done that shadow box from France. It's 5 years
But
plus.
all the stuff is sitting right behind you. I have it all in that black box.
You know what we gotta do is take all of our pictures and do like a picture slideshow with commentary.
Oh yeah, like from France and the other things that we went to.
Mhm.
And we could just leave it for like several minutes for each one. Or not several minutes, but you know.
Or we could just hit next
Yeah, that's
when we're
true.
done talking. So here's like a vineyard. There's a guy extending his hand.
Mm-hmm.
There's a poorly dressed woman.
What a weird shirt.
You know, every time I see weirdos, always German.
Or Russian. I think that lady was Russian.
No. The fatties are German, I think.
Ah.
Like when
too
they're
much schnitzel.
when I see a big bitch that's like weird dressed, it's always German. Skinny people are Russians.
To be fair, I've never been treated more nicely abroad than in Germany.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. What about in
True story.
Ireland?
Okay, yeah, actually, Ireland, they were probably
The nicest
nicer.
people I've ever met.
Especially because there was absolutely no language barrier there.
Did you?
But the Germans are very, because you know what? They speak to me as being prompt and precise and rule followers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they're very polite.
I think Rome's back.
It was cool that we were really high up. That's the cool thing about Italy.
Yeah.
The geography of it, at least. You not only have a lot of biodiversity, but you also have, like, hills. Like, we don't have that here in Arizona.
Yeah. Terrain. Lots of terrain.
Yeah.
Although they do call it the Valley of the Sun, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, it's just a valley and it's flat.
There are mountains all around us.
Yeah, but it's not like, oh, in this part of town, it's higher than that part of town.
What about Paestawa Peak?
But that's what I'm saying. You'd have to actually, like, go hiking to get higher up than the city. Like, you're in town here.
Do you feel like you're in The Shining right now?
That is cool.
Jack Nicholson. He's gonna come get me.
I think you mean Snack Jickelson.
What's his name in the movie?
Jack Torrance.
He's right behind us. Ooh.
So that was like a motif of the trip, which is funny because she was like the goddess of fertility or something, and we went to Rome to try to start a family, and we did.
Shooting good vibes.
Good vibes, good vibes.
Vibes, good
And
vibes.
Cecilia, you were in your mom's tummy right then,
I know,
growing. I think you might have been 4 cells at that point.
right? You had gone through some
Meiosis?
mitosis. I think it's mitosis when they duplicate and divide.
You want to know a terrible secret?
What?
Still don't know the difference, and I taught a year of biology.
Well, I don't really know the difference either. But I think meiosis has a lot more to do with like cells coming together.
No.
Yeah.
No. I think mitosis is when they go to separate ends, and then meiosis is when they like pop off.
No, they're
Mitosis
different
comes
processes.
first, and then meiosis.
Oh, I don't.
I know that for a fucking fact.
Okay.
No, I don't.
I'm pretty sure they're
Pretty
different
sweet
processes.
waterfall.
Processi.
So here we are at the very other opposite end of that waterfall.
The very other opposite end.
Well, what do you want? Here are these stairs we walked up.
Yeah.
Are these the stairs you were talking about?
Yeah.
Are these the ones we were looking down?
Are these the droids that I'm looking
Are
for?
these they? Also, like you could see right here that there are a lot of tubes in these mouths on the sides.
Half the fountains were turned off.
Half of them were turned off. But I don't think they ever turn them on.
But the same reason they had some of the fountains turned off was the same reason why the organ thing didn't work that
know
day.
what I
They
like
like
better,
had
the
stuff
small
turned off
steps or the big
specifically for a
steps?
reason.
I don't know.
They
I
did.
think they just rotate it. Like so it's just not getting
Because
worn
we kept
down.
waiting. They're like they might turn them on. They might. But it had something to do with like the weather or something like that.
Too sunny that day.
No, it did look like it was gonna rain. We just talked about how it looked like it was gonna rain.
There's not a cloud in the sky.
Well, at the time of the usual fountain.
Look
medley.
at this big boy with a beret.
I know, I love the beret. And the sunglasses. And the ponytail.
You think that guy's ever painted a painting or written a song in his life? I bet.
I
But
bet
that's all he
like,
does.
Posts really annoying Facebook posts.
Oh, high tops, 2 cameras, fanny pack.
Yeah. Where he's just like, he says the same kind of things of like, you'll never truly be able to look into your own eyes.
Or like he loves to go places alone because he's a loser. And then he
then,
likes
like,
to tell
post
everyone.
alone.
Yeah.
Like, this was a transcendent experience.
We're such jerks. I guess there is clouds. Could rain.
Yeah, it was. That was the thing.
That wasn't the thing.
That was the thing.
No, it wasn't.
Ooh, that was a good shot.
My secret garden.
You're so weird. That's a really good shot, though.
Mhm.
I'm very impressed by it.
Are you? Because everything else is terrible.
No, I'm just saying, like, your artistry is on point.
Okay.
I gotta say, you really packed fantastic clothes for this vacation.
I always, like, that's the only time I try to be stylish is when I go on vacation.
1, 2, 3.
That's
Do,
a good one.
do you like how I waited for the countdown and then put it in there?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah. Romper, romper, romper.
No, that was
The
literally-
epitome of
That
style.
was the only romper I brought.
Okay. Check those out.
Love it.
Oh man, we need to go to the Transatlantic Express.
So you can't really see it, but there's like a train off in the distance.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
That's what I meant by Transatlantic Express.
Because somehow it's going
All right.
across the Atlantic.
Uh oh, we got 5 minutes. We gotta scram.
Here's the thing about us on vacation. When somebody says, be back here at 3:20, we're like, okay, and we're there at 3:18.
Like The Shining.
Where's everybody else? Who knows?
Who knows? They don't
Because
get there
they
till
get there at
3:45.
Yeah.
And they're always like, hold that bus!
I wish the people who did that felt some sort of shame. For
They
doing
don't.
that.
They're
No.
pumped that
They're
they're
like,
just like, and then I walk onto the bus.
You know what it is it's a lot of rich people that go on vacation and they're just entitled and they're like, the bus will wait for me. I'm special because I'm rich.
How are we in the same tour group? Because we're so
Pretty
poor.
sweet.
Yeah, but we save up and go to a trip like once every couple of years.
You mean max out our credit cards?
Well, you max them out. I have enough money.
Well, they're paid off now, so let's leave that in the past. Why'd you bring that up?
You're the one who brought it up.
Thank God we
That's
made
the
it on
sign
time.
right there. Oh, look, those are our keys to our apartment.
This is us back, and
No Espanol.
I must have been drunk if I was speaking
we're
Spanish.
wasted.
Yeah, we have to be.
You're the director now.
Come on.
You're the director now.
You can tell my eyes get all lazy.
I have no reaction to anything when I'm drunk.
Oh, dude, is this one of those times where the stupid people left the doors open?
No.
Okay. This was like 90% of our vacation.
Waiting for this elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Advise you.
But here it is.
I'm glad I gave you the camera because you do a way better job of getting
The wall of an elevator.
the inside of an elevator.
Get it? Practice for what? Practice for what? What was that?
There we go. There we are. In the elevator.
The elevator that we take every day.
Up and down.
And down.
Serves two functions.
It's very small, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot going on.
Of wiggle room.
Turn it the other way. Turn it up.
But
The way my hand's going. Thank you.
Very small elevators. Very small.
Kevin bought me that key necklace. I love it.
Did I? You never wear it.
I wore it the entire trip in Rome.
Well, now you,
I'm not
I haven't seen it on you since then.
Because now I wear the sparrow necklace.
Other necklace I buy you.
Yeah, that's the other necklace you bought me. That necklace, the sparrow necklace, is for little Cecilia.
Ready?
Because she's our sparrow.
I love that red button that goes.
I like getting more of the, like, this is us just hanging out in Rome. Like, this is our apartment. This guy always used to be like, hey, come eat dinner here again. And we're like, we already ate dinner here.
And it wasn't very good.
No, it was good.
We didn't get any pizza. We ate so much pizza.
Oh, we never took any pictures of the, like, the little mushroom pizza?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the best pizza in the world. If you're ever going to go there and you're watching this video,
You gotta turn right
wait.
here. Okay.
It's on your left, our right.
In just a few minutes.
And you need to, hold on, there's this restaurant that we never went.
Pizzeria tomorrow.
We never went there.
Yeah, we didn't.
Manana, what are you doing manana?
Manana, I'm
Doing nada. But I brought the sandwiches.
I know that you don't like peanut butter.
Maybe that was the pizza place.
No, it wasn't. Because that's the one
that
you,
what
like,
you brought?
went in.
I don't remember. It's one or the other.
No, that was it.
Was it?
Yeah.
We loved that
Or
pizza.
not.
I don't
Search it out yourself, people.
do love that pizza place.
Oh,
I don't know. They're making it.
I think even if I'm full,
Also, I left it on to show you that I'm wearing flip-flops. No one else in Europe wears flip-flops.
oh yeah, well, it's super classless, that's why.
You're making fun of yourself because you married me.
I also wore flip-flops. I mean, it's a very, like, you guys are from America kind of thing.
This is the ticket machine, or Biglieria Automatica.
Biglietteria Automatica. Ticket machine. It was very convenient that almost everything was also in English.
Well, they know who butters their bread.
Stampa biglietto do di Due dei due in corse. It was saying it was printing both of the second ticket.
Yeah, you can tell you're drunk too because you're very impatient.
I'm normally impatient, but it gets exacerbated.
That's all we need.
And when I was editing this, can you turn it down a little bit?
Yeah.
When I was editing this, I was like, what kind of system are they going to have in the future where lasers just blast your eyes or something?
Do you think we'll
We're
have
gonna
the director with the
For like tickets to the subway?
Yeah, to get to the subway.
not pointing at us?
Like you see those old 70s turnstiles and you're like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's true too. You know what I was just thinking of too? You didn't incorporate that selfie I took after we jumped the turnstile because we went the wrong direction on the subway. That was a couple days ago.
Experience on the
No, it wasn't.
stairs?
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
Yeah, I incorporated it in this one.
Oh shit. Did I step on it? I don't think so.
Actually,
It's night.
I'll put it in.
No, it was in a different night.
Depending on the hilariousness of our commentary.
Yeah, which is not very fun.
It's not very funny. So,
Because
well,
I find this like
Yeah.
yeah, I remember seeing that thing. I think it was in this video, but I don't remember putting it on. I'll tack it on at the end.
I thought it was a different night, like when we were in Rome at night, and it was. I thought it was that same night that we went to the Colosseum at night. I don't know.
We,
It may
spoiler
have been
alert,
this one.
just step on everything in this video.
Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know. What did I do, Ma?
But I do like, because this was the platform we always took.
What do you think it is? Puke?
or shit or both.
There was a pile
Where
of
does
something.
it come from?
Castro Pretorio.
I think so.
So this is what I meant when I was like, I left everything in. Because it's not like you just jet from one place to another.
It's a lot of waiting.
You walk down, you get in an elevator, you go down. You then walk to the subway stop. You wait for the subway stop. Here comes the train.
You're getting like a real experience of Rome.
This is a real, it's not romantic. This is how the Romans live. They're stupid idiots.
You what?
My earrings.
What about him?
I forgot them.
Let's go.
Maybe via.
Passaggio Vietto.
We did like to really very poorly pronounce every sign.
Yeah, I don't even read them.
I can't believe more people weren't like perturbed by our use of a video camera. Like nobody's like staring at it. Like,
That woman is.
a little bit, I guess.
What's she gonna do though? Get her ass kicked by me? I don't think you get how imposing your husband is. He does what he wants, whether it be in this country.
I know you do what you want.
Oh yeah.
This guy right
Yeah,
here.
kazoos or some shit.
He probably had a crazy mustache or
I
something.
hope we get to see it.
We don't. I was really excited. I was like, oh, I'm filming him.
This guy right here. Talk to me about Kazoos or something.
Do you want some more beer?
Well, you can finish that one. Oh man, everybody had their phones on like as loud as possible. And you know me, I'm super cool with everything all the time. That drove me crazy.
You get furious with that here pretty quick.
Do you?
Oh,
Let's do it.
oh wait. I don't remember this, but apparently that coffee shop sold us tickets to something,
Really?
Yeah.
and they really ripped us off.
It's tickets to the subway.
I'm not known for getting absurdly angry about
No,
nothing.
you're definitely not.
But just said that.
I know, but you said I want to walk by them and flip them off, and I don't remember.
The coffee shop?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what happened.
I feel like you're getting more and more
I'm
angry.
getting more and more angry.
You're getting more angry as you get older.
I do get
Dude,
it.
there's that
Across the
woman!
Street, so they're good.
Loud and deep. Okay, here's what happened. We were trying to get back, and we had coffee at that coffee shop. We left the guy a tip. We went down to this station to buy tickets, and we couldn't buy tickets to get onto the train or whatever because it was like out of change or something like that. So we went back up there, and we were like, hey, we were just at this coffee shop. Can you please break this 20 or whatever it was, right? And it was right here on the corner. So that we can buy tickets to the subway.
Charge me for
Oh,
subway tickets when you gave me a fake $20 bill.
You bums. I think we have to walk right by them though.
Oh,
what
buddy.
is that?
Don't double charge me.
Do you remember how those yellow arrows mean that that's the way to a bomb shelter?
No.
That's what she said. She was like, there's some evidence of the World War II in the city still, and when you see the arrows that were yellow, that's pointing to a bomb shelter. So this one right here,
Bomb shelter.
Piazza Dante. That will take you to a bomb shelter, just in case.
So this place coming up on our right.
That's them.
The scamsters.
Get them, girl.
Oh yeah, here it is. The scamster.
You almost shoulder checked this
None of
guy.
this. Is this where we're going?
No. Oh, I thought you had the map on your thing and you knew where we were going.
Yeah, I told you I had the map, but I don't know exactly where it was. Get them. Don't double charge me for that.
Very, very, very bad map.
So what did they do?
Okay, so I think I also accused them of giving me a fake 20. So we took the change down to that subway station we just walked by to get tickets for the subway, and it wouldn't take the 20, so we went back up there and we were like, hey, can you just break this 20 so that we can get smaller bills to like pay for subway tickets? We're like, oh, you need subway tickets? Go over to the cashier and you could just buy some subway tickets there. But they like
Great.
they
Man,
like
they're
charge
rocking
you
a lot
the
of
finder's
grapes here.
fee, you know, of getting
It
subway
should be the
tickets.
first one.
And we hated that?
Well, so it should have been like $4 for subway tickets, but it was like $8.
Yeah, what are
we
you
bought
gonna?
it from
You
them.
think they like throw shit in that machine so it jams everyone up?
Yeah.
I was like, one, I think that they like take the change out of the machine or something, and two, they probably gave us a bill that wouldn't go through to that machine. Then when I wanted them just to friggin' give me change so I could go buy it downstairs, they're like, no, we'll sell you the ticket here so that we get more money. I was very mad about it.
I think
That
this
sounds
is it.
like-
I think this is it.
A really Italian thing to do.
It really did,
Although-
because the guy was kind of a scumbag
Look,
anyway.
They're all scumbags.
Look at this.
Dice que Angelito, ¿no?
La Bodega.
This is us trying to find our way.
Oh, look out.
This is such an American
I say we keep
conversation.
going.
Oh, that's
I can't pronounce anything in this country.
maybe sport.
Have we gone Finnegan's Irish Pub?
No.
All right.
Well, come on, fucking label your street signs.
I know, France was really good about labeling their streets. Come on, Italy, step up your game.
I feel like they're too poor for that. They're in a credit crisis.
You're
I don't know.
destitute.
I don't see it.
Man, I'm glad I remembered about them scamming us on those
I
tickets.
totally
Where
forgot.
are we at?
Do you remember it now, though?
Yeah, I do. I kind of remembered it, but I didn't remember how mad it made you.
Oh, I hate getting scammed.
Is there a Bogota?
Don't go to Italy then. It's a fucking scam. Everything's a scam. They're all
No,
cunts.
let's go back where we were.
Honestly, without hyperbole, the
It's
worst
definitely
people
that last one.
ever. Of any country I've ever been to.
Yeah. We were tourists, though, in a super touristy area.
Yeah, same thing with Ireland.
And same thing with France.
Yeah. And same thing with fucking England. Cyprus was fun. They're like the
Fucking
worst.
hip as fucking
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Maybe too many people go to Rome. Stop going to Rome, people.
People go to France. What do you think?
I see Corona.
It's any different?
that's true. What do you think is
I feel
more
like a lot of
touristy?
dirtbag
Paris or
Europeans
Rome?
think
I
Corona's
think it's the
good.
same thing. I love that we're drunk in the video, but we're just talking over our drunk selves, not in the video. Like, yeah, whatever.
Where are we even trying to go? I'm trying to remember this night.
You're gonna be really surprised and pleasantly surprised.
Good.
It's a 4-minute walk, so it's
gotta be close then.
hotel. Have you seen this one?
Especially because if Google says it takes 4 minutes. Probably like a 2-minute walk.
It's like the first. This is why I'm picking this, because it's the first boulevard,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Pizzeria.
Also, we had no internet access, so we had to like look how to get there,
screenshot it.
and then we'd screenshot it.
And then be like, all right, let's try this.
I assume someone in the future is like, why? What are you, stupid? But we didn't have any access.
Right. Oh, it was that burrito place.
Mexican tacos.
They were like, oh, we went to Mexico one time.
And no one can double check our story. Couple margaritas.
Mexican food in Italy.
They'll see us. So here we are at tacos and beer, Mexican food, Italian style. We got a couple margaritas.
Solid.
Cheers. Bad.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to say I approve this Italian margarita.
Let's see this guy. Let's see this guy whipping up some food. He looks super high, by the way.
They all looked super high.
They seem like the hippies of Rome. Or the hipsters, at least.
Here, déjame tomar un Snapchat.
That's why you were speaking Spanish.
Because we were going to the...
Yeah.
I think you wanted me to speak to them in Spanish, too.
Pinky out. Kind of tastes like white Gatorade.
Yeah, they were bad margaritas.
Hey, we thought they were okay on camera.
I said it tastes like white Gatorade.
Yeah. All margaritas kind of taste like Gatorade.
Also, the audio didn't pick anything up.
Oh, that's too bad.
You said cheese. You
But
said
did you
I
see the
know.
lime juice just go crazy?
Ooh, there's Eric Valenzuela.
There you go, right behind you.
Here comes our tacos. You're very excited.
I love burritos.
Yeah.
What I don't like about going out of town is not having Mexican food.
I think we looked up this place like before we even left.
Oh no, like when we were in Phoenix?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I think we were so sick of eating pizza
Yeah,
and
we
like,
were like, what else can
pasta.
we
We
get?
were just like, where can we get burritos?
Or something.
No, it was like burritos. We specifically wanted
Specific.
burritos.
Yeah, I do. Like, literally every time I go on vacation, the first thing I do when I get home is get a burrito.
And then it had arugula in it.
You mean
Rocket?
rocket? It's because that's how Italians eat things with arugula.
I don't remember if we liked these or not.
Oh, they were awful.
Awful.
I mean, they were
Awful.
Like, super bad, but
Awful.
they were bad.
They were awful.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
I'm sure that we were drunk and on camera and we were just like, whatever.
You also want to seem a lot more pleasant on camera.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not a troll.
It was
really
just
doesn't look
it was just white rice.
Black beans rice, a tomato, lettuce, and like a chipotle mayo. I like it.
Pulled board.
It was just nice to eat something that wasn't pasta or pizza, I think.
What did I say?
We're both talking over both of us.
But not when we're reviewing food that we're eating out at the
Oh,
time.
you just talked over me.
I know, because I don't want anyone to hear your words if they can't hear my words.
The rice is just regular rice, though.
It's not like Spanish rice. It Chipotle line.
I don't even think it was cooked well. Yeah, I don't remember it being good. And then we got nachos too.
Oh yeah,
And they look gross.
they do look very gross.
I think we were still hungry.
Oh yeah, I think so.
And it was really expensive.
Was it?
Yeah, I remember thinking like, man, I don't want to order more food. But it was like stadium nachos. And sink it.
Dink it and sink it. Cecilia?
Tastes like
I-
Thanksgiving.
It does. It's cumini. Sage.
Sage.
Every time that we taste everything, I always just pretend it's okay because I know you're like, you hate every food.
Oh, quick review. Weirdest Mexican food I've ever eaten.
But good.
Like if aliens made it, that's what.
Like somebody was like, this is what Mexican food is, now try to do it. And they were like, I've never had this before. I'm going to try it though.
Like somebody was like, should we add more?
That's what you said earlier. It's like aliens, or like what did you say?
Like somebody
what's our
said
plan
what
now?
Mexican food is, now do it.
Yeah.
Like, but they've never actually
Yeah.
eaten it before.
And down.
That was gross.
Okay.
It was gross. It was gross. Never go there. And that got so many good reviews. That was like the best reviewed
Okay,
place.
but I think that we have to.
I'd rather
we
have
have an
more
advantage
brisket
in
than
that we're
pizza.
from
Oh,
Arizona.
You still want to eat more pizza?
Like,
Yeah,
the
I
guess I'll
Mexican
just
food
eat
in
some.
Massachusetts sucks.
I agree, but it wasn't good. It wasn't like it was close because I didn't assume it would be close. But if it was just good, I would have eaten it.
Oh, we walked that way.
But I'm sure it was good to Italians who have never had real Mexican food before, you know?
It was super sweet, which is odd that I would
have
say
to
I
walk
didn't
that
like
way.
sweet food.
But what I'm saying is if we walk this way, we could walk to Coliseo.
Yeah, that's it was the night that we went to
You
Coliseum.
could walk that way
night.
too. And there's more restaurants this way.
Okay. I just didn't know if you wanted to have a drink by the Coliseum.
Oh yeah. Do you want to go have a drink by that place that is by the Coliseum?
Yeah.
And then we could go to Coliseo. Coliseo. What's that song, honey?
Too, because my iPhone might.
It was a real walking on a moonbeam.
We did Bumble. We sang that 1,000 times during
We did.
this trip.
There's the Coliseum
I was here. And
from a different angle.
Does not compute.
Well, the ISO was way up.
This is cool to walk up to it at night. I'm glad you went this way instead of by the restaurants.
I don't remember that was an option.
You were like, we could go this way, there's more restaurants. And I'm like, yeah, but if we go this way, we could go to the Coliseum. Like, that was a conversation we literally just had in the video.
Midday.
Dude, we were there. Like, there's Vespas, there was the Coliseum, those wacky trees.
We were falling deep. I was falling madly in love with you.
And I, you. Oh, this is our favorite super overpriced bar to drink at.
Tell it to track 360 around us. I just mean
Hey,
like,
go back in time.
No, I mean, go.
Can't do that.
How now?
To track 360 around us.
I just meant, like, do this, like, push the thing and make it go whoop.
You can't just like turn all the way around.
Because it can only turn so far. Because it's really walking on a moonbeam.
I was thinking walking on a moonbeam too.
And then you have a 360 picture.
Yeah.
It can hold a camera while you're jogging at 20 miles an hour. What else do you want?
Who's jogging at 20 miles an hour?
Nobody could do that.
Nobody could do that.
That would mean in an hour you would jog 10 miles.
No, it wouldn't.
I guess sprint.
An hour, 10 miles?
20. I said jogging 20 miles an hour, and then you said
Oh.
we were housed.
We must have been. Can't even do basic math. And then we're just eating in silence.
In silencio.
Silencio. Silence.
I love your
That's funny, you think it looks like popcorn.
Well, we had too many loudmouth Italians jabbing out at the neck.
I don't think any Italians go to that restaurant. I think it's all tourists.
Well, this lady was obnoxious.
Probably not on this little screen, but it's gonna look exactly like it does. It's gonna look exactly like.
We love that song.
We love it.
Bamboleo is the song. That's the end. That is the end. That flew by.
That was a really good video.
It's my favorite one.
We did a lot that day.
We did a lot that day.
Just fun experiences we've
So
had.
much fun. Just building a depth of emotions with you.
Well, I had a good time.
Bye.
Bye.